Here we go. First episode, Heavy Lore Podcast. Years in the
Holy shit,
making.
finally happening.
I'm Noah. This is Joey.
Yo,
Yes, sir.
finally started years in the making.
Yep, we got
We've had
kind
so
of
many like podcast ideas and
kind of the
we're
chopped
finally doing it.
kind of the chopped setup, but fuck it.
If you guys are watching, whoever's watching this now, you guys are the OGs. Great, you're about to witness pure greatness.
Yep. Yes, sir. So we got some good stuff on the docket today. We want to talk
Sir.
about our favorite movies we've seen in 2026. We're gonna get into our personal top five movies so you guys can get to know us a little bit better. We got a little game to play where one of us gives the other movies. We have to say it and describe the movie in one word. And then we got a little question of the day at the end.
Which I came up with mine like 5 minutes ago, but I think that mine is gonna be so fun for you to answer.
Okay, okay. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Okay, so should I go first? First of all, can we just say how fucking awesome 2026 has been so far for movies?
Dude, I agree. I've heard some people say
And we're
like,
not even in. We literally still even have Spider-Man and Odyssey that are about to come out. Like we
yeah.
are only halfway through the year, and it's been there even been like a really shitty movie except like Scary Movie.
Well, honestly, I haven't seen every single movie, so I can't like speak to my thoughts on everything. But it's
I
been
haven't
a
seen one.
there has been a lot of highs this year already. A lot of
Yeah.
highs. So yeah, why don't you get started?
Okay.
I got about eight movies that I want to talk that I want to highlight. Some of my highest, just for reference, it's July 1st. So if this video goes out after July 1st, which it probably will, we have not.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Hopefully,
hasn't
it
come
doesn't come
out
out in
yet.
a year from now, and
Yeah,
we're talking about Spider-Man and the Odyssey.
yeah.
It's like
Spider-Man
what the
hasn't come
hell?
out. Odyssey hasn't come out. Um, so we're
So
everything up to
excited for
July
those.
1st. Some of our favorite stuff we've seen. I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one. You go first. What's Go ahead. You
Okay.
have the floor.
So I think this list is going to look very different by the end of the year. But number one so far has to be Obsession. 100%. I mean, that's like not even like a debate for right now. I think my number two spot goes Project Hail Mary.
Yep.
Love that movie. I
Yep. Great
think
movie.
I think that I love the whole storyline. I loved the cinematography. It was just such a good overall complete movie. I like what they did with the dog. I like everything that they did in that movie was just incredible. Honestly, I didn't even think it was gonna be good going into it, and then it really surprised me. So I really did enjoy that movie. Three is gonna go to Hokum. You know what? I want to pull up a list too because I don't want to like miss out on something. I liked Hokum, but I think there's another. No, Backrooms is going number three, 100%.
Wow. Okay.
Backrooms 100% is going number three, which I know I'm higher on than you, but Backrooms is I can't have Hokum over Backrooms. Then four will probably be Toy Story 5, which might surprise a lot of people. And then I think five is gonna have to be Hokum. And I think I went into Toy Story 5 thinking it's gonna be even worse than four because I was so disappointed from four. I remember seeing four and then walking out of it and being so disappointed because three was so good. And then I do like what they did at the end though. It was a good send off to Woody, but it was such a dip in my opinion from three. But then five, I was like, damn, this is good. The message was good. I love everything they did with the about how like kids are just hooked on screens, like they're not playing anymore. I love the whole message behind the movie. I think they did a great job making like the villain like an iPad, and then they kind of like closer to the end, kind of have them teamed up together to make it's a wholesome story. Like they team up together to make what's her name? You remember the main girl's name? I don't even remember her name right now.
Bonnie.
They like work
Bonnie.
together to like Bonnie. They work together to like find her a friend who also likes playing with toys. It was just a great movie. I thought it was great. And then five is Hokum. I think Hokum was good. It was scary. It scared me at times. Um, Story was great. Cinematography was great. The ending was all right. I think they could have done a little bit of better job wrapping it up. But it had its scary moments, and I thought it was gonna be. So I think that's my top five so far. And I know Spider-Man's gonna and Odyssey are probably gonna like be my probably two and three. Over Obsession, I don't know yet.
Okay. I didn't really rank them. I just have some thoughts on each of them. I obviously wrote down Project Hail Mary. Amazing, amazing story, great shots, great visuals. I mean, no real gripes. There were some scenes where I was gripping the chair in the theater, like that
It was so
scene
good.
where
I didn't see it in theaters though, dude. I
oh
saw it at
really?
home. No,
Wow.
I saw it at home, bro. I missed out on seeing it in theaters.
The scene where Rocky, you think Rocky's dead, right?
Yeah.
And it was that whole sequence before that where they're like, Gosling, I forget his name in the movie, his character's name, but he like gets knocked out and you're just like, what is gonna happen? Um, yeah, overall
Right.
that was a great movie, great ending too. I love how they didn't make him return back to Earth in the movie. Like he's teaching the young little rock kids.
Hmm.
Um, I thought that was great, and
Yeah.
yeah, just one of my favorites this year for sure. Next, I got written down Back Rooms. Like you said, I'm a little
Over.
bit.
Wait, this is not in order. You have
No, no,
Backrooms
no, no,
over Obsession.
no, no, no. This is not an order at all. This is just
Okay, not in order.
the
Okay, mine was
order.
kind of in order. I kind
Yeah,
of put
no.
mine in order.
I know
Yeah.
you did
I
a
was like,
top
brother,
five.
what?
This is just a spitball of stuff I've seen, and Backrooms was I thought was good. The theater experience for me was terrible. I had a lot of people talking during it, and
Yep.
people on
So
their
did I.
phones, and uh, that always just kind of takes me out. So I would love to watch it again. And I know there's some extended footage coming out on Friday. Actually, I don't know if you heard about that. They're
Yeah, there's
re-releasing.
like 15 minutes, but bro, I'm not
Yeah,
going back to the fucking movie theater to watch another 15 minutes of
I guess.
clips.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just for the
Dude,
experience
hell
for me,
no.
so I can get in a quiet theater this time, hopefully. Um, but I thought Backrooms was really solid. Had at
You were lower on
times,
it than me though, and I think you need to rewatch it, bro, because you were like I remember I walked out. I know I've gone lower because I walked out giving it a what, like a 9.1. I was so high on it coming
dude.
out.
Yeah, that was
And then
crazy. Yeah.
as a marinated, I had it. I now have it at like an 8.4
Wow.
ish. That's
Yes.
that's reasonable. People like I feel like that's a reasonable score. It's a great movie. They did what they said they were going to do, so I think you should go rewatch it honestly,
No, I mean,
and I think you'll be
I
higher
I
on it.
think for me the theater experience kind of ruined it because it's a
Yeah, that will
movie
do that.
where you want to feel immersed into the
Yeah,
universe that they're
100%.
creating, and when you have people like literally 3 seats down talking about some shit and then they're on their phone,
Dude,
it really ruins it.
dude, I had a couple sitting next to me, like, and this guy's girlfriend would not shut up the entire movie.
Yeah, it
It's
just
like,
it
oh my, like literally something would happen. She's like, oh, this is about like literally just announcing her thoughts. It's like,
I
shut
know.
the fuck
It's like
up.
what do
It's like, why do people do this? You know what they need to do? I don't know if did you go to the ArcLight in Sherman Oaks? Do you remember that theater?
the
Do you
one
remember ArcLight
the
Sherman
one at
Oaks?
the
At the
Galleria?
Galleria, that was the
Yeah, I've been there
best theater
before.
ever, bro. And
Yeah.
they shut it down like around COVID. Now I
Yeah.
think the Regal took over that whole French whatever ArcLight. They used to have people that would come out in front of the movie to remind people to shut the fuck up and just watch the movie. They need to bring that back in. I've every movie I go to now, there's always people yapping, bro, and they
Yeah.
need to bring that back. People need to get reminded. Like it's so annoying, and like I don't know what. Like I feel like because they stopped doing that. They stopped having like the theater the worker come out and say, "Hey, phones off, no talking." I don't
Yeah.
understand like why they don't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's just totally for especially for those movies where you want to feel immersed. And then the next
Yeah,
so Backrooms, solid movie. I really didn't like how they my big problem with it was the kind of the goofiness of the villain. Maybe I just don't understand it,
yeah,
but I thought the villain was a little
I
bit
agree a little bit.
goofy, the big Captain Clark entity. uh, just kind of took me out. It was a little bit too goofy for me. The whole movie felt very like mysterious and bleak, and showing that was like I was just like, okay, interesting choice. Um, Next up, I got movie of the year so far for a lot of people. I know you just mentioned it, Obsession. Obsession was
Oh yeah,
great. Watched it
probably gonna be
twice.
the movie debatable.
Um, Watching that movie first. time, second time, you know what's gonna happen, so you're not as floored when all the crazy stuff happens. But first time, um, you you absolutely have to like that is a movie that I wish everyone gets to see in the theater. Like,
That's what I told
so
everyone. Everyone I saw, like I told my dad, I'm like, Dad. He was like, Hey, I'll watch it, but like I'll watch it on streams. I'm like, No, you need to watch it in theaters. The experience you get like in the theater. I wish I did that with Project Hail Mary. I like, yeah, hands down movie you have to go see in theaters.
yeah, great performances, great story. Kind of a like we've heard the Wish Gone Bad story before. This takes a whole new light, and the performances really carry it. It had such a small budget too, so it was just really impressive what they were able to do with that. Next one I got, you mentioned too, Toy Story 5. Um,
Yeah,
Animated movie. Everyone knows the Toy Story franchise. I thought it was great. Thought it was really good. A lot of great emotional moments in it. I love what they did with the when Bonnie and what was the other girl's name? Blaze,
I think yeah,
the farm girl.
Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze.
Yeah,
When they're playing with the actual toys, the watercolor background, and
yeah,
um,
dude.
I
They did a
thought that
great
was
job with
I thought
the
that
art
was
of the movie.
awesome. Yeah. And then, like you said, the tablet being the villain is the perfect
No, it is.
2026 plot.
I don't know when they started doing it, but like AI would because didn't they kind of incorporate AI in the iPad? Like it would like automatically search shit and
It
like
was like Hey
do
Siri.
things.
They incorporated like the Hey
Yeah, it
Siri
was some.
function.
There were some AI components to it, but I feel like a dope villain would have been like AI.
I
Like
think that's the next. I think that's Toy Story 6 is
yeah,
ChatGPT as the
probably. But
villain.
also, it's like kids are not playing with. They're like it's like it would make sense that it's like an iPad or like a technological device. You know.
Dude, yes. And then so Toy Story 5, great story, great animation as always from Pixar. Um, like yeah, I saw it in a packed
There's a
theater
few
too.
Pixar movies that like they fell off for a little bit. Was it
Yeah,
Pixar? Or was that DreamWorks? Wait, it's the same thing. Am I
they're
confusing
not
them?
they're not the same thing, bro.
They're
That
not. There was a
yeah,
period of time where they really made the animation really dog shit, and I think they recently kind of fixed right. Weren't there a
Pixar?
couple movies? Huh? I
What are
think it
you
was
referring
Pixar.
to? What movies?
There was like, wasn't there a period? Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but there was like 5 years. There was like a period of time where the animation they kind of they changed the style and it looked really bad and just looked like lazy.
Like
It was not like that classic Pixar.
what movie are you
I
thinking
think
of
it
when you're saying
was.
that?
Let me look it up. Keep talking about your list though. I'll find it.
Next, while he's looking up his Pixar hate movie, um,
I'm not hating, bro. I think this is. I'm trying to see if this is real now.
I got one that I didn't actually end up seeing in the theaters. I saw the trailer for it when I saw Project Hail Mary, and it looked intriguing, but I watched it on, it came to Prime, so I watched it on Prime. The Sheep Detectives with Hugh Jackman. I thought that was great.
Love it. Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend watched it. She really loved it. I loved it too. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really nice feel-good story. You think talking animals, you think of like, oh, it's just a kids movie, but it's a really fun movie, pretty grounded. Just yeah, really great story. Some good payoffs with a couple of the characters. Um, Next movie, I got kind of a troll pick, but it's a classic franchise.
Oh no.
In the 2000s, the Jackass Best and Last.
Oh okay. Thank God, bro. I thought you were gonna say scary movie.
No, I actually haven't seen that. I'm waiting for that to hit
So bad.
streaming. Yeah, I don't
So
really.
bad. Don't even waste your time.
Yeah, I've seen
So
Scary Movie
bad.
1, 2, and 3, and then whatever one Mac Miller and Snoop Dogg are in at the beginning. Other than that, I've kind of avoided that whole franchise. But Jackass Best and Last, the opening, I don't I won't I know you haven't seen it, so I won't spoil it, but they show
I
some
will see it soon.
they show some unseen footage, like I guess some stuff that's never hit screens before. Dude, even just the build up to it, I was literally
I
laughing
liked
out
the
loud in the
last one.
theater.
I remember seeing the last one. I liked it. It was fun.
I enjoyed this one a lot more than the last one.
Really?
Uh,
Damn.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I was like pretty low on the last one. I thought, funny, but they had a lot less. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I feel like this one I
Mm.
loved the back and forth. They're like 2003 to 2025 to 2006, you know? They went a lot of back and forth, like old clips, new clips. Um, I don't know. There were scenes. I was in a pretty full theater and people were laughing out loud. It made it even better.
It was a full
So
theater. Why do I imagine like no one wanting to go see Jackass anymore? Maybe I'm
I
wrong. Maybe
I
I'm
don't know,
wrong.
dude, but yeah, I had there was a dude next to me. The whole row we were in was full. Maybe the front wasn't full, but the front is hardly ever full unless it's like a big Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, all like the good seats, like in the farther back, were full, and everyone was laughing. It was great. And then one I just
Yeah.
saw yesterday, Supergirl was super high on Superman. I'm not going to spoil it because I know you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I have like very little interest in seeing it.
I know you're
I've
you're
only heard bad things about it.
you're
I
li
know I need to be a good nerd and watch the movie anyway.
you're listening to a the Kool-Aid brain take. You're
No, bro, I have yet to hear besides you anyone say anything good about that movie. I've heard mediocre, I've heard bad.
I think
That's
it's
it.
good. I just think it's good. I don't think there's anything to be like, whoa, this is crazy, but it's also
I
not.
just heard it was an unforgettable. I heard it was a very forgettable villain.
Maybe,
Um,
yeah.
did you read like the comic of it? Maybe that like would make it better
The
or
Woman of
worse.
Tomorrow
Maybe
comic.
actually. Well, because
Um,
isn't it that's what it's based off of, right? Yeah.
yeah, no, I haven't read it. I know it was based off of that. But I don't know, man. I thought it was a cool space adventure. There were some funny parts in it. There's a lot of serious parts. Kind of expanded more on the lore of the the universe. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, like
He's gonna
I,
see this. He's calling. Sorry, I'm not answering the phone, brother.
oh no, bro.
I hope I don't get spammed though. Luca, it's nothing personal if I have to block you for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Let's
Is my camera working, by the way? Okay,
yeah,
we're good.
yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. You're good. Um
Uh,
let's before we get into this, our next segment's gonna be um we're each gonna have five movies for the other, and you have to describe the movie in one word, okay? We can do five or
this is gonna
10.
be fun. Bro,
Do
it's gonna
you
make me mad here. It's
do
okay.
you want to go first?
I'll
You
go
want
first. Okay, so it
to
has to be movies from this year.
No, 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 no. Movies all
Or
time.
just all time.
All
Oh wait,
time movies.
so I'm giving you my all-time movies and you have to say one word.
No, 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 no.
Describe
Any movie ever. Like, just
any movie
say
ever.
Captain Marvel. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
you know what? How about I do this? How about I give you my 6 through 10 most likely, my unofficial 6 through 10, and then you can give it just say like describe one word on it.
Okay. You're gonna do
Okay.
10 movies, you said?
No, my 6 through 10 would be on my list.
So if the five, you're gonna have five more because we're gonna do 10. You wanna do 10 each or five each?
You I thought we could do 5. I was just gonna give you some from like my like a little lower on my rankings that I still love though, and then I'm curious to hear what you say about them.
Okay, that.
Okay, but you can go first though. Actually, I'm curious. I really want to hear what you have to
Okay. So
what movies you're picking.
I get to tell you and you have to tell me in one word.
Yeah,
Okay. You ready? You
I'm
understand the
ready.
premise, right? It can be opinionated, it can be like an objective fact.
It, yes, I'm ready to. You might get just. I make you upset a lot with my takes, so I'm just getting prepare yourselves.
All right. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Amazing. I'll try to, but I mean, it's just amazing. I know that's boring, but it's just great. It's
No,
just
no,
classic. Like,
I agree.
okay,
Um,
next.
Empire Strikes Back.
I don't want to pit, dude. I'm really trying to be careful here because I like this movie a lot, but I'm not going to give it like a simple word like that. I'll say it's like, okay, I'll say nostalgic because it's like, I feel like, look, it's a great movie, but I feel like was never, and now that I've seen it for the first time recently, and I just never, for some reason, like grew up being a big Star Wars kid. I feel like a lot of that comes from, that aspect, even though it's a great for its time. It's a great story. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. Nostalgic is the perfect word because that's kind of what it is. Like, it is a little outdated now. And I know I'm going to piss off people off saying that. And
All right.
people are going to go crazy. The Star Wars fans are going to come to my house and kill me.
All right.
But come on, it's a little bit outdated. The trilogy's outdated just with everything we got now.
Our next movie, Happy Gilmore 1.
Funny. It's a funny movie. I feel like it's nothing special. I feel like people are too high on Happy Gilmore though. I mean, I think it's funny. It's a funny movie.
We'll throw in
It's not my top 20.
2026 movie that neither of us mentioned, that I don't really think needs mentioning, Disclosure Day. What's your one word for that?
Mid. So
Underwhelming?
mid. Honest, dude. Underwhelming is better. So underwhelming. So disappointing. They could have done it. Just because like it was honestly lazy could have been a better word. It feels like Spielberg, somebody like pressured him with his and put his life on the line, saying, "Hey, you better to like make an alien movie and like release it right now." That's like the perfect description of what he was under, because it was the most basic concept in the world with the most basic story. Nothing really happens. The ending is stupid. It's the final shot of Emily Blunt. She's like, listen, like the dumbest ending of all time. It just like no with like and then with like then they finally reveal it's like the most stereotypical looking alien. They couldn't even make the alien cool. It's like the classic alien that everyone thinks of when they think of an alien. It was everything about, like, the pacing was okay. There was some good scenes. I like the train scene. They did a good job with like some of the action scenes, and like there were some tense moments. I think the whole premise of like how the strongest agency in the world that could literally teleport anywhere, wherever they wanted at any time, somehow easily let these two Joe Schmoes, a weather reporter and some fucking even though he was a math genius, why am I forgetting? Wasn't he like he had like some weird day job or something? Oh, he worked for the company and then he escaped and he was on the run. That's right. But basically, two Joe Schmoes, and how easily that they just let them escape and like expose that. I just think there were so many things that didn't add up and were stupid, and plot holes in the whole movie. It was just really, but that, I won't say it's bad. I'll say it's very lazy and mediocre. So,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean, I agree. I think underwhelming, I think, is a big one for me for that one. I know you're playing the game. And then the final movie, Avengers 1, where they fight Loki.
Classic. Such a classic.
Classic. Hell yeah.
Such a good movie. I feel like anyone who's low on that movie really needs to check something out with themselves. That movie is there's, I can't even think of it because I saw it. I like rewatched it not too long ago. I don't think there's anything like bad
No, dude,
about
hot
that
take.
movie.
Hot take.
I literally
I think it's more rewatchable than Infinity War and Endgame and Age of Ultron. I think it's the most
no, I
rewatchable.
agree. No,
Um,
I agree. I think I agree because it's just Infinity War and Endgame are so long, not long in like a bad way, but it's just like it's just so much material for you to process. It's not like a movie you want to just like rewatch and chill and like put on. I could
yeah.
do that with Avengers any day. Avengers 1 any day.
What was I gonna say? So that was my five for you. I know I kind of like though how you went a little off script and did a little more than one word. Because Disclosure Day, I know we didn't talk about that in our 2026 movies,
It's the
but
most disappointing movie. I was so
super
excited going into
underwhelming.
it.
Yeah.
I literally almost fell asleep at the end of the movie. I watched it with my dad, and I was literally about to like, Dad, can we just go? Like, I'm literally bored and tired, and I want to go eat. Like, I was so. They could have made it such a cool movie too. It's a cool concept that they made. Because look, like, here's like compare that and Obsession, right? Like, Obsession had a simple. I'm going to compare Obsession all year long, so please just get used to it, okay? Obsession had a basic concept, okay? That it's like kind of a basic concept. But what they did so well is that they turned it into an awesome story and added unique things about it, things you would never expect. Disclosure Day failed miserably at that. They took a generic alien, UFO story and just did nothing special, nothing creative. It was predictable, and nothing happened in the whole movie. I literally remember walking and saying, "What? Nothing. Like literally nothing happened in this entire movie." I don't. It was just a complete waste of an opportunity. And I'm so surprised Spielberg literally did not watch himself like, wow, this is like I cannot release this. This is like my standards are so much better than this. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess you know what? Yeah, underwhelming for sure. Okay, so I'm ready whenever you are for the.
Okay, let's go. So it's my turn.
Yeah, you're gonna give me five
Okay.
movies. I
You
gotta
pretty much
describe
just
them a
gave me
little
movies
more.
that all came out this year.
No, I did not.
Wait, no, you didn't. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Empire Strikes Back. That's not true. That's not true.
I
You
think
did give me Backrooms. You did give.
no, I said super bad. I didn't say back rooms.
Okay, let's get into it right now.
All
Interstellar.
right. Interstellar,
Interstellar. Yeah.
epic.
I thought, yeah. I mean, there's no other word you can describe. Just the honestly a perfect movie. I I'm so jealous, or I'm so happy I was able to see in theaters, but I'm also very, very, very jealous of people that got to see in 70 millimeter because I know that did happen not too long ago, and I really wish I was able to go do that because that would probably would have been mind blowing. Okay, um, Hereditary. These are
Ooh,
some of my favorite
Hereditary.
films.
I'm gonna go with creative.
I like that a lot. What
I
makes you
think,
say well, why creative? I thought bro would say something else.
well, because I didn't really know what watching it for the first time, I didn't really know what the movie was about. I went
Yeah,
into
neither did I.
it blind,
I'm not gonna lie.
but you see it drops hints. If you I know you've rewatched it.
I've seen it like 3 times
When you
at
rewatch it,
least.
the little like symbol that almost looks like this, like the
Yeah.
payment, the cult symbol is on the telephone pole that takes the kid's head off.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just like it takes sort of a simple. It's not really that simple. It's just kind of straightforward.
It's not
Like this.
simple. What this is like actually a very like I don't think there's any other movie kind of the premise of the movie
It's like a
is a
ritual.
cult worshiping family.
It's a giant ritual.
It's a family that worships the devil. It's like a family cult, and they pass down who's going to be the leader. It's like that's why it's called hereditary because the grandmother passes her leadership down to she wants her grandson to become pagan. Am I saying hopefully I'm saying that right?
Payment. It was payment.
Payman, pagan, holy shit.
No,
Payman.
but
Um
no, that's why I'm saying creative. It wasn't just some slasher chainsaw massacre type thing. It was this ritual, weird ritual movie where you think it's going to be like a possession movie, but like it really wasn't. I mean, it kind of was,
yeah. At the end, at the end.
but it wasn't like a classic like, oh, the mom gets possessed and I guess
Even though that does literally happen at the
I'm
end.
just saying it's not like
But like,
it
yes.
takes these classic tropes of like the possession, the rituals, and then it adds this family dynamic to it that's unknown to the family that we follow in the movie. The what was their
Yeah.
name? I don't remember.
Do they even mention the dude? Are we just like the? Do we have the worst memory ever? I don't even think they have mentioned their. Do we?
Like their last name. I'm just like saying like the last name of the family, but
Yeah,
um
I know what you mean.
the mom, the dad, the sister, and the brother, the family that we follow throughout the
The
whole
Graham
thing.
family. Did they ever? I know Annie, Steve, Peter, Charlie are the names. I don't think they ever mentioned their last name.
They
Maybe I'm
they
wrong.
they
There's a
might.
Hereditary fan that's going to be watching, and they're like, "No, you guys are larping." They said
Yeah,
it in the
you guys
first
are
minute.
frauds. Yeah, you guys are frauds. No, but
Yeah,
I think it was super creative. It was one of those movies that really had me shook. Like
yeah.
funny enough, the first time I ever watched it, I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it on my TV, but when I
Saw it in
went
theaters,
out,
and I was so shit scared to this.
when I went out to use the bathroom, I left my room. There was a lit candle in my dark ass living room, and everyone was in their rooms. I was like, guys, what the fuck? And we don't do that. We're not like just lighting candles and leaving them around. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It was such a crazy coincidence. I'll never forget that. That was such a crazy coincidence. That movie had me
I
shook for a
dude,
while.
dude, I saw Hereditary when dude, it was 2018, right? Yeah, I think it was 2018, and I saw it in theaters when it came out, which was insanely awesome. And I remember, I as much as I loved it, I was like 13, something like that. And then I remember I could not sleep. Like I literally could not
Oh
sleep
my
for like
gosh.
almost a week.
It wasn't to
I
that
was
level with me, but because I
no,
saw
I
it as
was
an
younger than
adult,
you,
but
bro. You gotta get. I was younger than you,
no, yeah, I
bro. It
didn't
was that
watch
movie.
it when it came
There's only
out.
two movies I can think of that really have done that to me, honestly, and it's that and The Witch. Like I remember The Witch got to me when I was young too.
Yeah,
I don't
The
know. Have you
Witch
seen
is
that movie
no,
with what's her name? Anna Taylor-Joy.
The Witch, no, no.
That movie's pretty good. You gotta see
Okay,
that.
yeah, Hereditary. Let's say creative, and then everything else we just talked about. Another little tidbit.
Okay, let's go. I'm actually really curious about this because it's up there with one of my favorites ever, but I never really heard your opinions. Logan.
I'm just gonna go with dark.
Dark. It is dark, but I think it is. I like that. I could live with that because there's a lot of dark moments, but I honestly think wholesome is would be my word only because the ending of when he finally kind of like views well she is his daughter but X-23 as his daughter, and then they have that moment where he's dying and she calls him dad. That the emotional scene is like it's a wholesome movie, and it kind of shows how like he's kind of like lets his guard down. He's always acting like Mr. Tough Guy, and then he's finally like kind of like a father figure to her. So I think, and it also like it's kind of like it's like a it's like kind of like the dynamics like The Last of Us with
With Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. It's so funny how we're calling him that when he like the character's name is not Pedro Pascal in the
What
actual game.
what is it? It's
What is his name? I'm not even an Last of Us fan. I know it's Ellie, right? Ellie and Pate. So I
no,
was literally about to say Pedro again.
no, it starts with a
Um,
J, I feel like.
you're right. Holy shit.
Uh,
Yeah, bro's got to look it up. Um, see if I can
Joel,
figure it out.
Joel, Joel.
Joel. Yeah, bro. Joel and Ellie, right? I think that's her name. Ellie and Joel. That's kind of like the similar dynamic, which I loved about the movie. I think it's literally the best X-Men movie, in my
Okay.
opinion.
I
I think it's the
disagree,
best X-Men
but
movie.
it's good for
I think
sure.
it has. I think it's in my opinion, it is.
My favorite X-Men movie is X-Men First Class.
That's a classic. I mean, I think I just love Logan so much that I think Logan is there for me up there. I think it's my number one. Okay, let's do one. Should I give you one more and we move on to the next thing?
You've given me Interstellar, Hereditary, and
Okay, shit. Oh, we'll
Logan.
split
So
it up
just
then.
give me two
Let's
more.
do okay. Um okay. Because I know we both like Harry Potter. I don't think we've talked about Deathly Hollows Part 2. And I know you've read the books, and I know I've now read the books. Harry Potter Deathly Hollows Part 2.
I mean, I'm just gonna say like culmination. Like
Interesting.
I've
Okay.
already used epic, but like it wraps up the story of all of our characters. Um,
Okay. Wait, do you have anything else to add on?
no.
I will say there are things that they left out in the book, which is inevitable. Even though they made a two-part series, they really had no excuse of leaving out some of the things they left out in the book. They could like the whole forest scene, the final fight with him and Voldemort. I do think though, unlike most people, and I actually heard the Escape Pod talking about this, is that they were talking about like
Legends.
they were all pretty, huh? Yeah,
Legends.
dude, they were all kind of on the same page. Wait, maybe not. Maybe Hat Guy wasn't, but I know Wafello said this, and I kind of agree with him. is how, or I disagree actually, is that I think that they made the ending cooler than it was in the book. Like I think the final duel in the book was kind of dumb now compared to seeing the movie. It was like they were, it's been a minute. It's like they were in the dining hall. It was kind of like a weird. I like the cinematic fighting that they had with him, like Harry and Voldemort in the movie versus the book a lot. I like a lot more, and I know a lot of people disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think I can't use epic again. Like, if I just say awesome, it's like, okay,
Nah, bro, we can't be like people are gonna be commenting on how shit our vocabulary is, bro. We can't have that.
all right, what is your last
We just
one
gotta like
for me?
look up lists of like words to like set like alternative words.
Yeah, let me get my Claude agent out really quick. My podcast agent.
All right, my last movie that I think that I would pick for you is um this is gonna be a good pick because we were literally just talking about this like an hour ago. 2001: A Space Odyssey, and we can get into a little bit of my thoughts about this, and this could piss off a lot of people.
I can't use one word, dude. I
What do you mean you can't
think
use one word?
because I want to describe. It's the best way. No, you know what I can? Trailblazing. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh my god,
What do you mean, dude?
brother! I okay. Let's do. We're gonna like just deja vu, I guess, because we're gonna be having the same conversation we just had an hour ago. I went into the movie, and within 30 minutes, I'm like, I was about to fall asleep. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just not the movie for me. I felt like there was nothing going on. It was like weird. It's like an abstract. It's like one of those abstract. Ooh, you have to have the eye to understand what's going on.
I guess, yeah.
Fine, whatever. It's just not for me though. Like
Uh,
it was there. It just I understand it's crazy ahead of its time with the visuals, with the effects and everything. I get that. It's never going to be a movie that I'm ever going to have in my top 100
I mean,
ever.
that's a personal choice, too. I'm not gonna hate on you for your personal choices.
I will. Okay, listen. I'll rewatch it though. Maybe I gotta rewatch it
I think
before.
it's a classic, dude. There's so many great shots. There's the shot of after
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm
he
not saying that.
unplugs Hal, and there's the close-up shot on his face, and it's like switching, and there's there's so many amazing shots. The story is good. It's so ahead of its time, dude. And they have the same shit in Alien, which
If you can
came
even
out
understand what the story is, maybe I'm
like
just
10
stupid. I just
look, I get it. It's a little it's not like a straight up story like how
yeah.
like what's a good example? Like how Iron Man is like, all right, he's has to defeat fuck, what's the old guy's name?
Okay. No, I get what you're saying. I'm not saying every movie, in order for it to be good, has to have that dynamic of a superhero and a villain. Like, not at all. Or like a story that's so simple and
Well,
thrown out here like this.
the villain is Hal, the AI commander of the ship.
What does
And
that have to? What does that have to do with Iron Man?
I'm just saying, like,
I don't understand.
it's not as straightforward as like bad guy, good guy, because it starts weird. I agree.
Yeah, no.
The monkey scene, the ape scene is a little bit drawn out. The the beginning where it's I think it's just Stanley Kubrick just flexing the scene where she's walking upside down in the ship, and
I
then
remember that. Yeah,
where the
a
dude is
lot of
like
cool shit.
sipping the green powder or whatever. That it's like, here's your vegetables, and
Would have
it's
been a
coming out
great
of a
movie to trip
straw.
and like to take a bunch of mushrooms on and go
Yeah.
trip and watch.
No,
Not a movie.
it's
I just not my yeah.
it 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 for me, I really enjoy it because it doesn't tell you how to what the story is, because there's the tablet thing. What do they call it? The monolith? Yeah. The monolith shows up for the apes, and then it's assumed that after that it gave the apes great intelligence, and now humans are have these colonies across space. There's the colony on the moon. It's referenced, and then they're like, we don't want to tell you what's on the dark side of the moon, even though it's another monolith. So, and then it's shooting a signal out to Jupiter. So they're like, okay, now we got to send out, what's his name? Dave? Yeah, Dave is the main astronaut. Dave and his crew. Um, Dave's friend on the ship, I can't remember who ends up dying. The AI reads his lips He can't hear them. They're in an escape pod, and he's reading his lips like, "Oh, we have to shut it off. We have to shut it off." And it's like, then it you see the next like one of the next scenes, he gets sucked out into the airlock, and then he's like, He's like, "I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave." And he has to do the whole thing where he pulls out the hard drives, and then he
I
eventually
remember this moment.
makes it to Jupiter. He finds the monolith flying through space, and then you get there's no more dialogue after that. You get the trippy, like, you get the trippy, um, it's in like that Victorian style hotel room almost, where he's just standing in the corner, like, and then
Maybe I
it
would enjoy it more now. Yeah, keep in mind this was 5 years ago.
and then it shows him aging, and then the monolith appears over him, and then he's like a baby in a bubble. I always think that's a little bit weird at the end, but the the part for me, I read somewhere, maybe this is not true, but I read that the original ending was going to be having him blow up all the nukes on Earth, or like get rid of all the nukes,
Oh, really?
but it's not included in the movie. Um, so it's definitely a weird movie for sure, but it has a lot of great things that are really current, like the AI taking over.
Yeah, no, I never said no.
The
There's great things about the movie. It inspired all of it. It was paved the way for CGI effects.
in Alien, they have the mother system. Remember that? Where they're asking
Yeah.
it questions. They're like,
Uh,
what do we do? And it's like the crew is expendable. And then they have the android guy on the ship
mhm.
with them where she like cuts his head off and he's like a robot. So I think it watching both of those movies, you can tell that I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the creator of Alien, but it looks so heavily inspired by
No, there
2000.
was no. Like I said, it paved the way.
That's why
I
I'm
will
saying
never say it's a bad movie.
Trailblazer,
I'm
dude.
never gonna say it's a bad movie. It was a trailblazer. I think that now that is a good word for it. Um, look, maybe I would enjoy it more than The Godfather one. Okay, another insanely. I feel like we're gonna have some boomer watching this maybe, and he's going to like fry me in a comment. He's like, "You idiot kid! You don't know anything. You don't know what the hell you're talking about."
You don't know about
Another, we'll get into that at another time, but I
the
think The
gangster
Godfather is
movies.
so overrated and boring, and just people are blinded by nostalgia. I do like Godfather 2, though, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, are we moving on, or do I stop another movie? I have to. Was that five?
Yeah,
Can I not count?
I think that was five, dude. It doesn't really matter. I feel like we've
Yeah.
talked a bunch about some more different
Yeah, we
movies
can move on to the next
aren't
thing.
so current, that aren't in any of our top fives, I don't think. Or maybe a couple of yours
I
that you
definitely
asked me
wanted to
are.
talk about Space Odyssey a little bit here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know we have differing opinions about that movie. Let's get into
Yeah.
our personal top five favorite movies, but first, we're each going to go through our honorable mentions. I don't know how many you have. I have three. We could just go over them, quick couple notes on each of those, and then we'll go five, four, three, two, one, and so on.
Okay. Are we gonna get into our thoughts, by the way, for like predictions for Spider-Man?
Yeah, I mean, we can do that.
Okay, because
I think
okay, I just was curious, but let's go through our rankings first. So
let's
yeah,
do
how about now?
let's do that at the end before the question
Yeah,
of
we'll
the
do that at the
day.
end. We'll
Yeah.
do that at the end. We'll do that at the end. Okay, you're going first, or I'm going first?
I'll go first, honorable mention. So we're doing a top five favorite movies. Okay, this is not objectively the best movies ever that we think. These are just top five favorites for any reason, and we're going to explain why when we're going through. So honorable mentions for me: Only the Brave, great, based on a true
Good
story
one.
movie about these hotshot crew, about a redemption story, about shit. I should not be fucking this guy's name up, but Miles Teller
This is gonna be the
plays
whole.
this
This is gonna
guy.
be every episode. We're just so bad with people's names.
Miles Teller plays this main character who totally turns his life around throughout the course of the movie, and it's based on a true story. So like tragic, but it just makes you so grateful for like like the real like heroes like that. Um, Next one I got hard pivot, super bad. It's a comedy,
Ooh. Oh,
classic,
not
classic,
shocked to pick Superbad.
classic comedy.
It's classic.
Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, Christopher Mintz, Glass. Is
Is
that his
Jonah Hill
name?
in like every good comedy movie ever?
No,
21 Jump Street.
he's not in The Hangover. Hangover's up there for
He's
sure.
not in The Hangover. That's it. He's not. Would he have not been great in The Hangover though? If they found something for him to do in it, he would have been great in The Hangover. Like, could you imagine if he was like one of the villains in The Hangover? Dude, you know what I thought would be funny? Remember the Mexican character he plays in the beginning of 22 Jump Street when he's like pretending to be the
Yes,
Mexican guy?
yes,
That
yes.
would have been a hilarious villain for The Hangover.
Yeah, I agree. And then, so that's just a classic comedy movie. It's super rewatchable. It's funny. It's super relatable. And then,
Yeah.
final honorable mention before I'll let you go, and then we can get into our top five. I've got absolute classic Into the Spider-Verse from
Oh yeah.
2018. Great, absolutely amazing movie. It just barely missed out on the top five. Not
I'm
enough.
so surprised you didn't have that in your top five. That's insane.
It was close. It's just if it was, yeah. I think
I
once the
cannot believe you
trilogy,
have Walter. I don't want. Can I spoil what your
no,
fifth
no,
pick is?
no, you already did,
I think
but
I accidentally
you
whatever. I
already
don't
said the
think
first
if
part.
anyone picked up on what the movie is based on that little sound I made, you're insane. Okay.
So it's
Okay. So
okay
I'm now giving you my top five. Why aren't you going into your top five?
because
I
I
don't
want to
understand.
go. I go five, then you go five, then four, then three, then two, then one. You know what I mean?
Oh, so we go like five, five,
We
four,
take
four.
back
Okay.
and forth. Yeah, back and forth.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll let you
Okay.
get in your honorable
Okay. My number
mentions.
five. Okay. Okay. Honorable mentions: Home Alone, classic, hilarious movie. Everyone watches it during Christmas, but I remember growing up, I would watch it year round because I think it's a hilarious movie. I think it's unique. It's about a kid who puts booby traps when robbers come to try to try to steal shit from their house, break in and steal shit. And that kind of resonated with me a lot. I feel like when I was younger too, because there'd be a lot of moments, not a lot. I don't want to sound like I was neglected as a child. I was not. There'd be a decent amount of moments where I was like kind of home alone and I would be like, damn, I would get those paranoid feelings of like, oh, maybe there's like a robber coming. And then Kevin out was like kind of like my hero. And that way I was like, damn, dude, I'm gonna be a badass if like that ever happens to me, setting booby traps. I remember like when I was like 8, just for fun, I was like, I wanted to see if it would work if I could put like harmless little booby traps around the house, see if my dad would like walk into them. And luckily, I didn't do anything so stupid to set the house down on fire. But
No
I love
kills
that
his
movie ever since I
dad.
was a little kid. Classic movie. Kill, dude. Holy, that would have been terrible. Then that movie would not be in my
Paint
honorable
bucket on
mentions.
the stairs. Boom.
Literally, I don't understand basic physics how that could kill somebody. Um, yeah, I think that has to be my honorable mention. Close to be my top five, probably in my top 10 to 20. Um, okay, it's your five now.
That's your
Wait,
only
what? What just
that's
happened?
your
What was that reaction?
that's your only honorable
No,
mention?
you say it was. Oh, I have one more honorable mention. Okay, my
Okay.
other honorable mention is Whiplash. I mean, Miles Teller, one of the best performances I think I've ever seen in a movie. Same with. Oh my God, I'm forgetting
J.K.
the goat's name.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. I think him and Miles Teller both gave some of the best performances I've ever seen in a movie. They had such a good dynamic. They were like peanut butter and jelly in this movie. They just like it was the perfect. I know that's a really weird way to put it, but they were just like so perfect as like as a cast, as like co-stars for this movie. I can't imagine anybody else playing either role. They did such a good job. Their chemistry was so good. I think that's what made like the movie honestly as good as it was. Story was great, ending was great, pacing was great. I think I think it was all very close to a perfect movie. Okay, now are you going with your number five?
You only have two honorable mentions? I did three, so if you want to do one more.
Okay, fine. I'll give you one. The Batman 2023.
Okay.
2022.
Yeah,
Sorry.
2022, I think.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my honorable mention. Perfect depiction of Gotham. Perfect depiction of comic book accurate Batman. Only thing I did not like was the Bruce Wayne portrayal, but that's understandable because he's like a year 1 or year 2 Batman, so he's still kind of depressed. He's still kind of emo. He hasn't really developed that forced side personality of him where he has to act like a rich playboy. So it's understandable. Still not really a fan of like the emo portrayal of Bruce Wayne, but I think I love the ending. I know a lot of people. I know that this is my second time bringing him up because he has like some. I always disagree with him. His hack guy says he's like, well, the ending is stupid because it's like he's the dumbest person in the movie, and like the ending is shows like how weak he is. Like, no, it's not. Like the ending shows how he's a great hero and character. You know, when he's like putting himself like in the trenches to help people get out of like from drowning. Do you remember that scene at the end where he's like holding the torch? Like just everything. It was just a great overall Batman movie. I loved it.
Yeah, I really like the Batman.
Yeah, I think it was great.
Okay,
I think
so
those are my I think those are my honorable mentions.
cool. Those are some good ones. So number 5 for both of us now. I'll go first. My number 5. He kind of already spoiled it. The
No, I
secret,
didn't. I didn't spoil it.
the Secret Life of Walter Mitty. All right. Those who know. All right. If you've seen this movie, and this is a favorites list. This is not best anything.
Hold on.
This is
What's up?
back in, wire back in.
I'm wired back in. Okay, where were we? Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Okay, sorry guys for the technical difficulties again. We don't have a professional studio, so we have outsiders
Yeah, no, we
trying
just had
to
a raccoon issue in the house.
yeah,
Let me get
try
that real quick.
trying to fuck
Just play.
with the vibe. Yeah, so top 5 Secret Life of Walter Mitty, number 5. Those who know. It's a great movie about taking risks,
It's
seeking adventure, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. The character starts as he's just even scared to send like a DM on this online dating website. And it shows how at the beginning of the movie he's imagining these crazy action movie like scenes. And by the end of the movie, he is an absolute action hero. I mean, he's summiting mountains in Afghanistan. He
a
jumps out of
great
a
movie.
helicopter into the ocean with a shark. I mean, it just told he rides a bike on the way to a volcano. It's it's some great shit. Starts with it
Steve
total.
Carell, just the goat.
It's not Steve. Is it Steve Carell?
It is Steve. Bro, yeah, it is Steve Carell.
Not Steve
What do you
Carell,
mean?
bro. You're that's a bad. That's a
Oh
bad.
my God, am I about to,
We
brother?
have to edit that
Am
out.
I about to on your top 5 favorite movie prove you wrong here?
It's Ben Stiller.
Oh my God, it's Ben Stiller.
Holy shit, dude.
Oof moment. Why did I think it was Steve Carell?
Well, I
Has it
sometimes
been
get
that
them.
long since stuff?
I
Wait,
sometimes get them
what's that movie?
confused
I'm
too.
thinking of. Oh my God, I know why. My brain was confusing it. What's that movie of Steve Carell? Maybe this doesn't exist. My brain is. I'm losing it. It's Steve Carell holding a briefcase. I swear to God, there's a movie like this. It's Steve Carell I know that's the cover of Walter Mitty, but it's like Steve Carell holding a briefcase or something like that. Am
I
I
don't
thinking of something else?
I don't know, but
Bro,
this is not Steve
you're right.
Carell. This is Ben
It's
Stiller.
not Steve Carell.
You had me
Holy
second
shit,
guess
I
it.
thought
I
it was
was
Steve
like,
Carell.
wait, am I lost?
Dude,
I was like,
I
no,
swear to God, I thought that it was Steve Carell for the longest time because it's been
no.
so long since I've
It's
seen
Ben
the movie.
it's Ben Stiller. No, great movie about taking risks, seeking adventure, and creating the life that you want to have. Um, I'll let you do your number 5.
Okay, can't believe I just disrespected Ben Stiller like that, brother.
Sorry.
That's silly. Well, okay, confusing somebody with Steve Carell, that can't be an insult. Come on. Uh, okay, my number 5, uh, Hereditary is definitely my number 5. I honestly think it's arguably the best horror movie of all time, in my eyes. Everything about it had the perfect amount of jump scares, but not over the top. Wasn't that, stupid? You said a perfect word for this when you were talking about it. Like, just like generic, like horror movie. Ooh, demon, spooky, jump scares throwing out at you. Like, oh, the mom is possessed. It's just like, it didn't have any of it. Didn't have any of the perfect mix of possession and jump scares, but also a great storyline, and then had the crazy psychological thrill moments that had you thinking, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, oh my God, this is crazy. Everything about the movie was great, start to finish. Ending was perfect. Performances, unbelievable. I mean, Oh, we are terrible, bro. What is the lead's name? Oh my god.
The
Holy,
mom.
we are just yeah, the mom. We're disrespecting all these actors. It's kind of crazy. Toni Collette. Oh my god, can't like it was on the top of my tongue. Toni Collette, one of the best performances of all time, easily. And when we were talking about, by the way, remember with Luca, we were talking about, shout out to Luca. He will be on here at some point. When we were talking about how, like, I think we were on the Discord, it's like top, like the best female performances of all time. That should have been my pick. I can't believe I didn't pick it. I think Toni Collette in Hereditary is arguably the best female actor performance of all time in a movie.
Female actor, bro? You mean actress?
Actress. Oh my god. Well, what's the point of
Okay.
saying female? Then I should just said actress. So the best, I think,
Exactly.
arguably, what? Yeah. So one of the best performances by an actress of all time. I think, probably in my opinion, number one. I mean, maybe there's somebody who's gonna yell at me for that, but everyone did great though.
Hell yeah. Okay, my number four. Number four is going to be an absolute childhood classic of mine, War Dogs with Miles Teller and Jonah Hill.
Peak,
We were talking about Jonah Hill
peak.
earlier. This is sort of a
And we were
comedy,
talking a lot about, yeah,
but it's it's not like, super bad level comedy. It's, I think, great story, great pacing. I love the non-linear storytelling of the full circle moment when it opens up with Bradley Cooper pointing the gun at Miles Teller, but we don't know that it's Bradley Cooper yet. And we get to that
yeah,
point. I know it's based on a true story, so um, it's like, wow, what a great story, but it's like it's real. Like the guy really got fucked over.
hmm
The Ephraim character fucked over the Miles Teller character. I think his name's David. That sounds about David
yeah,
Packhouse. That is his name. Um, Shout out to him. He's actually in the movie. If you remember when Miles Teller's selling the sheets,
yes,
he's
I
playing the
remember.
guitar.
Yep,
That's the
yes,
real David
yes, yep,
Packhouse.
yep.
Um, I love the scene. It's one of my favorite scene. It was my favorite scene as a kid. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid. That's why, where they're in, where are they? Fallujah. They're in Fallujah, and they're in that Humvee with
Yeah.
Marlboro, and
Oh, this scene was
they're
iconic, bro.
they're getting they're about to get taken over by the terrorists, and then all of a sudden the terrorists they stop their trucks and they're like,
Yeah,
"What
they
the
move
fuck?"
away.
And they look up, and there's the freaking U.S. helicopters coming, and then like the soldier just like flips them off as they're going by, and they're cheering.
Dude, the shots, the back and forth shots in that scene were insane. They
Yeah,
did a great job there.
that was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
awesome one.
I
I
love that
had
movie too. War Dogs is a classic.
so many memorable moments. There's the memeable moment now of like them handcuffed walking out of the apartment building.
Yeah.
Uh,
Jonah Hill is in like almost every classic movie meme too.
yeah. All right, I'll let you go with number four.
Okay, number four for me, and I think it's pretty easy. I don't know if this is the order that I told you when we were talking earlier. I think I have to go Interstellar. Not much needed to be said here. I'm not going to go over the top of my explaining. It is the best, the best. I don't care what anyone says. I know the Odyssey Blazers, like you, are going to say maybe otherwise. It's the best space movie of all time. Um, Matthew McConaughey, incredible performance. I think his best performance out of anything he's ever done. And there's a lot of great performances that he's done. Um, just the overall story, the special effects, unbelievable. I think this might be arguably Nolan's best movie, even though it's not my favorite movie. I think it might be his best movie,
Okay.
arguably.
Okay.
Um, I think it was paced so well. It's a 3-hour movie around. Did not feel like 3 hours, which should, like, in my opinion, is what like defines if a movie is really good. If it's like 3 hours and it doesn't feel like 3 hours, it means I really loved it. Um, I love the whole kind of, not really twist, but it was kind of a twist, like when he comes back home from the mission, and his daughter is like 40 years older than him, so it
Yeah.
kind of proves like the whole
She's like
time theory
80.
thing.
Yeah.
She's like dying on her. She's not like, he witnesses the death of his daughter, which no father should obviously do, so it's really sad. But at the same time, he's kind of they're both happy because they get to see each other again, and it also proves their like some of their theories about space and time. So it was kind of like a bittersweet moment, even though he's literally seeing his daughter dying. But then at the same time, he's seeing how his daughter lived a happy life, and she has a bunch of kids and his grandkids, and So the ending was amazing. One of the best, my favorite endings I've ever seen in any movie. What else can I say about it? Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I mean, just perfect movie, honestly, almost.
Hell yeah, it's a good movie. Number three. Okay. I got Good Will Hunting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's classic.
Absolute classic. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Robin Williams, incredible performance. I mean, dude, j-
That movie will get you, man.
I would say one of the only movies to really like, you know, get some tears to come. Um,
Yeah,
it's a great story too on it's super realistic in my opinion. You get like kind of the asshole genius character who's a janitor at at Harvard, and he's like the only one who's able to solve this equation that the math teacher puts up. Um, and then you get obviously everyone's seen it by now, the classic bar scene where he quotes the book
yeah.
and the how do you like them apples? Um, but I mean the Robin Williams performance so good. Like I said, it's
I think that's his best movie.
so believable too.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's like, oh, you
Yeah,
just
when
have to.
when they're having conversations, it's just like it feels like someone's just recording and natural. Like yeah, that's just what. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. He
I get what you're saying.
starts out like fuck you, I don't want to be here, and then he slowly breaks him down,
Yeah.
and at the end, obviously he goes out and he steals Robin Williams' line. I'm not gonna, you know, if anyone wants to check it out, I'm not gonna
Okay, if you haven't seen Good Will Hunting in 2026, your fault for getting spoilers. Sorry.
forget. Okay, forget spoilers. But
Same
yeah,
thing. It's like, bro,
he
if the
goes and
movie's been out, any movie from the
finds
last year and prior, bro, your fault.
absolutely check out Good Will Hunting. All right, and what's your number three?
That's a must-watch movie for
100.
anyone. I feel like
Yep,
100%.
yep.
Okay, my number three. Do you remember my lit, bro?
No.
Do you remember my 1 through 5? Okay, fuck. Okay, I'll go with my number three. Ratatouille. This is gonna shock a lot of people. Ratatouille is the perfect movie, and here's why. And I think a lot of people will see what I mean. And I think a lot of people already agree. It's about an ambitious rodent, okay, who is in the sewers. The whole world looks down on him. He's a disgusting rat living in the sewers, eating people's garbage. No one cares. People call exterminators on his kind. He's just the bottom of the barrel. Everyone hates rats, even in real life. But he's ambitious. He sees potential in himself as a cook, as a chef. He has passion, unlike all the other rats around him who just want to eat other people's garbage. He is different. He stands alone. He wants to go and chase his dreams as a chef. The cinematic shots of like when he's cooking food and just the animation and all the and just the story of him when he meets the other chef and then he takes him on and they become partners and he helps him become like just the whole movie is just unbelievable. It's my favorite. Is it? I do not want to embarrass myself yet again. Oh my god, is it a DreamWorks? Is it Pixar or is it DreamWorks?
Come on, bro.
Dude, this is yes. Okay, I understand. I don't.
It's Pixar.
It's Pixar. Yes. Okay. So I just wanted to, dude. I don't want to say DreamWorks and make a fool of
DreamWorks
myself.
is like Shrek and Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I know, but still, I confused a lot of those movies with Pixar and DreamWorks for some reason, so I didn't want to do that, especially with like that would be disrespectful to this movie.
And
So
goated Shark
best
Tale. Shark Tale's DreamWorks.
Shark Tale is pretty good too. Ratatouille is the best Pixar movie, and it's not a debate. Yeah, that's my number three.
That's crazy. One of these days we got to do an all-time Pixar ranking,
We
so
will, and
we can get into
Ratatouille is
that.
number one.
Ratatouille
Maybe,
for you?
yeah, that or The Incredibles.
I like Ratatouille a lot. All right, getting into the big ones. The big ones here, top two. Okay.
These are the big ones.
I went back and forth on this, but my number two is an all-time classic, The Truman Show.
Oh yeah,
We've
that's a
all had our Truman Show moments where we're like, I got to be in a TV show right now. That was too crazy for what just happened.
yeah.
And it's literally like the Truman effect. Like all this shit. It's got a great, I feel like super unique premise, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. No, there's not another movie like The Trim Show. At least that I know of. Maybe someone else will know,
You
but
did.
no.
I didn't notice this the first time I watched it. I did the second time. I've seen it a bunch of times now, but like, I saw someone t say about this. The camera, or not the camera, but the light that falls at the very beginning of the movie it's labeled, it's written on it as Sirius, like
Mm-mm.
Sirius, and that's, I think Sirius is the North Star, or like the brightest star. So it's like a star fell from the sky. It's like a lamp. I was like, that's just like, that's cool. Like you don't, you know, and like the
I don't think
fact,
I remember this from the.
like it was like the very beginning when and then on the radio they're like, oh, it looks like a plane dropped some luggage.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I know the
And
opening scene. I don't.
yeah,
Why don't I remember? Okay.
well,
Classic.
on that light that fell, it says Sirius on it. Yeah, just like the ending was perfect. Him finding out, he thinks he's going crazy. He finds out. He like leaves, and they have to make up a lie. There's like the nuclear power plant. The silliness of like when they're leaving, the character that plays the wife, is like, no, no, we have to go back. And the fire like goes across the road all silly. She's like, there's a fire. And Truman just drives through it because he knows. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I think that absolute classic, great premise, super rewatchable.
It
Um,
is.
that's
We watched it. It was such a good movie that my English teacher would put it on for
really,
as like project for us. Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. All
Great
right,
movie. Great movie.
that's my
Okay.
number two.
All right. Number two. You ready? Put in the shitty like garage band drum roll sound. No Country for Old Men.
Wow.
I think that has
Okay.
got to be my number two because it was. See, remember, it was either that or I mean, yeah. So I can't. No Country for Old Men is just almost the perfect movie. We
Flip
were talking
flop
about it
between
earlier.
Ratatouille.
My only problem with it, huh?
I said flip flop in between that and Ratatouille. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I wish they did differently is the ending. Uh, Always had a kind of a problem with the ending. I wish that they prolonged the cat and mouse chase a little bit longer with Anton. Um, but other than that, the action, the cinematography, unbelievable. I think it's the best cinematography I've ever seen in any movie, in my opinion, or it's up there. Anton, one of the best fictional characters of all time, hands down, easily, at least in my opinion. Um, Unbelievable story. Honestly, it's just like what the definition of like a Western really should be. I know for some reason I've heard a lot of people they don't clarify, they don't describe it as a Western, but it is a
It's not
Western. What are you talking about?
not really.
But it is a Western.
Why?
It is
Because it takes
100.
place in the desert.
Well, because yeah, but it's also there's cowboy. There's cowboys in it. You know, it's
Who is
bro. It
you mean Woody Harrelson's character?
No, bro. I mean, even brother. I guarantee you right now. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the movie. It's a thriller western. That's literally what it is described as. It's a thriller western movie.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I know it. Well, it gives
Yeah,
off those vibes, like,
and even Llewellyn too is dressed as a cowboy the whole movie.
well, because
All the cops, they're
it,
sheriffs. They have
yeah,
cowboy hats.
well,
You know, it's
because
a western.
isn't he? What is his job in that movie? Isn't he a hunter?
He's yeah he and then yeah and then it's Anton who is he's literally a hunter and then remember the beginning he finds the shootout scene
Well, yeah, he's
of
like hunting the
and then
deer, and it,
yeah
yeah,
right and then he finds the briefcase of the drugs under
yeah.
the tree.
No, it's
Yeah.
money. It's not the
Or sorry,
drugs.
the money of the money.
And it has the
Sorry,
tracker in it.
he
Yeah,
finds the drugs too. Wow,
yeah.
we were really bad at describing our favorite movies of all time, apparently. But it is a thriller western. I think it's the definition of what a western should be. It's also I was thinking of an honorable mention being for me as well, The Hateful Eight, because that's a great, I think Tarantino, my favorite movie from Tarantino. But yeah, that's my number two.
All right. Well, speaking of Tarantino,
Is
number
your number one
one,
a Tarantino movie?
it is Pulp Fiction. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to freak the fuck out, bro.
It's not. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Talk about a
I
Western.
see that.
It's a Western within a Western.
It's not a Western though. What?
Bro, it
It's just
literally,
it's the west side of the country.
brother,
It is
you
not a
got
Western movie, bro.
you don't remember the movie, dude? DiCaprio's
I do
character
remember the movie. I
is
do remember the
literally
movie, but
is
it's
literally
not a
put
Western.
he's literally no, it's not, but he's there's a Western within the movie.
Yeah.
It focuses my I
Yes,
got
when he goes to the ranch, when he goes to and
no,
sees
no, no. When
yes,
it
when he goes and sees what
the
the
Manson
fucking oh
family,
my
but
god,
no, that's not
Charles
what
Manson.
that's not what I'm
Charles
talking about.
Manson and
He
his
doesn't go
crew.
and see Charles Manson because he's not there.
Like Charles Manson's not in the movie, but his like
No,
his
he
girls
is.
are.
Manson is in the movie. But
He is in the movie?
yeah,
Wait.
remember he goes up to
Yes, he
Margot Robbie's house and
who
he's
plays
like,
Charles Manson?
uh, that's a trivia question right there. But he's in the movie for like maybe 5 minutes, but he's referenced a lot. But no, DiCaprio's character, what is his name, dude? We got Cliff Booth and then literally the main guy, Jake.
Damon Harriman plays Charles Manson. Are you
Bro,
serious?
bro is
How did I not know?
bro is taking away from the number one, literally the number one thing on the list. He's pulling up fucking actors, but the 15th actor in the movie. But there
No,
is,
I'm not.
I could talk about this movie for hours, dude. Jake Cahill. That is literally a Western actor, and the whole movie is about how he's washed up, and he had
It is a Western, by the way,
there.
clarified. Yeah, you're right.
There is literally a plot point. It's like the whole plot of the Brad Pitt, Cliff Booth, and Jake Cahill story of how he's washed up and he has to go to Italy. He's like, I gotta make these shitty Italian westerns, and then he comes back. He makes a lot of money. He comes back, and that's when the night of the climax and the ending happens, when the Manson family kids, when Maya Hawke, Austin Butler, and what's the third girl's name? She's in Honora.
Sharon? Did you mention Sharon already?
No,
The
she's in,
wife? That's Margot Robbie.
no, yeah, I know that. But Sharon Tate, yeah, she's the one that died in real life. But
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about the Manson family that goes into
Oh, Squeak.
Jake
Did we mention
Cahill's
Squeaky?
Jake Cahill. Yeah, Maya Hawke, the chick from Honora, Austin Butler, and then there's one other one that like gets her face smashed on the mantle.
Oh,
Um,
Sadie.
yeah,
Mikey Madison.
yes, her. Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think something that's really cool that just kind of happened from this movie. This movie came out in 2019. It's 2026 now. A lot of these big stars that were in the movie, like Brad Pitt, DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, they're not
Hmm.
struggling. Like they're still in a bunch of new shit. Brad Pitt in F1, DiCaprio in One
How
Battle
could you
After
ever say any
Another.
of them are struggling? They've already been in so many
No, no,
iconic
you
movies
got
that
to
it's
listen to my
impossible for
point.
them
You
to
got to
be.
listen to my point.
No, I know you're not saying they're struggling. I'm saying it's impossible for them to ever be struggling.
No,
They've been in too many good movies.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You got to listen to my whole point before you
Okay.
think about what I'm going to say.
Okay,
Is
okay, I'm
that
sorry.
Brad Pitt, DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, some of the older actors, they're still in a bunch of shit. So it doesn't really apply. But the movie at its core is about the actor Jake Cahill falling behind because he's not who he used to be. He and it's about the strugglingness of older actors trying to keep up. He even mentions that when he's reading that book on the set of the movie that he plays with the young girl and
Yeah.
Luke Perry, the whole scene with that. And that on that set, he's reading a book about I think it's like a horseback rider that isn't who he used to be. And what's crazy though is that a lot of the young actresses and actors that were in that movie weren't really that big when it came out. There's the girl from Honora, Mikey Madison, Maya Hawke. Shortly after that movie came out, or maybe around the same time, was Robin in Stranger Things, and now she's huge.
Yeah.
And then Austin Butler, who was in Elvis and Dune, and he was
That
in the
movie paved the way for a lot of people.
yeah the Bike Riders, Margaret Qualley, The Substance, The Maid. I'm forgetting another big one she was in, but a lot of those younger actors are now superstars, and it's just kind of
I
a
get what you're saying.
weird like the whole movie is about
Shift.
the shift, exactly the shift, and there's some great
Did you
violence at
even
the end
see
of
that?
it
By the way,
too.
have you seen The Substance yet?
No, I got to check it out. I haven't seen it.
You have to.
I know it was
I mean, I'm
big,
gonna have
and I
to.
know she was in it.
Yeah,
That's
it was
it.
good. Some people have it like surprisingly low, but I know a lot of people that have it high. I have it high. Um,
Okay, well, I got to check it out. I
I
gotta.
remember watching The Substance off of a 20 milligram edible. Was it a 20 milligram edible?
Who
Nah.
knows? Who knows, bruh?
It
The
was it was some high dose. I was high as hell. Okay, I was high as hell. It was Christmas Eve, um, and I was like, hell, you know what? I'll take this edible and watch a fire movie. And it was The Substance, and it blew my mind. And you know what? You might be thinking, hey, maybe the edible had a big part to play, and you enjoying the movie so much. False, because I rewatched it again, and it was still peak.
All right, hell yeah. Well, there's my top five. We got number five, Walter
Number
Mitty.
one, I'm gonna make it very fast and
I'm just gonna
simple and
wrap them up.
quick.
I'm just gonna wrap them up.
Okay, wrap
Number
it up.
five, Walter Mitty. Number four, War Dogs. Number three, Good Will Hunting. Number two, The Truman Show. Number one, favorite movie ever, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
I'll
And
let you
whoever's
go.
watching this, be a baller and comment your top five,
Yep, please
and
comment your
then
top five favorite.
you'll get flamed. Just be aware, you will get flamed if there's a really bad movie on there that we don't like.
Yep,
Just kidding.
we're gonna roast you in the next
Okay, number
episode.
one, I'll make it super. Also make it super fast and simple because it doesn't really need a lot of explaining to do, especially because I'm the biggest Batman nerd on the planet. I'll go toe to toe with any other Batman nerd on any of the lore, on any of the ball knowledge. It's The Dark Knight. It's the best Batman movie, not the best Batman. Okay, I know people are gonna freak. There's someone out there, man. Some people have already freaked out about me about it because yes, I know it's not. Christian Bale is by no means the best Batman in my opinion. The combat sucks in the whole trilogy. Gotham looks like shit, but it's the best movie. It's the best Batman movie. It's just such a good movie. Heath Ledger's iconic Joker performance, my favorite performance of all time out of any actor by far. Um, I've seen it probably 30 times and I never get bored. I could keep watching. It would be one of those movies where if I was stranded on an island and I had one movie to watch for the rest of my life, it would probably be it. I don't think I can find any flaws about the actual movie within itself, other than some of the lore related to Batman. You know, just basically just combat, the choreography being terrible, and maybe the depiction of Gotham. Other than that, it is the perfect movie. Dark Knight, my favorite movie of all time,
Hell
hands
yeah.
down.
Anything else you want to say about it?
Dude, I mean, I could go on for hours talking about it.
All right,
I
well,
think
maybe we'll save it for a superhero
yeah,
dedicated
I've said
episode.
everything. I kind of covered everything about it. Everything about it is perfect.
I mean, you kind of
Pretty
started
much.
off with like, damn, Christian Bale, Loki's ass. Gotham looks like
He's not
shit.
ass. He's not ass. Okay,
Huh.
he's a good Batman, but he's definitely
Who
not
who is your favorite
the
Batman?
bat. I think Robert Pattinson has so far has done the
Wow.
best job as like when it comes to being comic accurate. So far, I think by the time Robert Pattinson is done being Batman, I think he'll be my favorite Batman.
Wow.
Obviously, besides Kevin Conroy, will be my. I'm talking about live action Batman. Kevin Conroy is the Batman in my eyes
Okay.
because of the Arkham games and the animated series and Mask of Phantasm and all those movies. Kevin Conroy will always be my goat. He's always going to be the Batman in my eyes, but we're talking live action specifically, so it has to be Pattinson because I think so far, or it's toe to toe with Affleck, but Affleck was just too. I don't know. Affleck did
Affleck.
great. Dude,
Okay.
I'm talking. I'm taking in consideration like comic accurate Batman, like what Batman's supposed to be like.
Okay.
I think Affleck did a great job, but I think Pattinson's going to be my favorite, like when
Understood.
his time comes around. Yeah,
Understood.
I think he's a more realistic, he's a more accurate Batman than Christian Bale.
All right. So recap your top five.
Top five, okay. Hopefully I don't screw it up if I can even remember. Top five: Hereditary; 4, Um, 4 was okay. I know 3 was Ratatouille. 2 was
Interstellar, bro.
Interstellar, Hereditary, Interstellar, Ratatouille, No Country for Old Men, The Dark Knight.
Wow, some great ones right there. Now you
I feel
guys
like
get to
lists are peak,
know
bro. I
a
feel like
little.
anyone who's hating on either of our lists is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is
Anyone
just a
hating on either of
personal
our lists
list.
is like, come on.
We have our personal choices of why we like the movies. Like I really enjoy. I know you were low key trashing Walter Mitty, but I think it's such a good movie to
I'm not
watch.
trashing Walter Mitty. No, I don't. No,
No, I'm
don't
not.
twist it. I'm not.
I'm
It's a great movie. I just
okay.
don't. I was super
Okay.
surprised it was in your top. I think it's crazy to have it over Spider Verse, just because I also know how great of a movie Spider Verse is. Having it over Spider Verse is, especially because I know how big of a Spider Verse fan you are, surprised me because I was like, bro, like that's kind of crazy, but it's
I
a great
think
movie. I'm not gonna.
just the impact that it had on my life in terms of like taking risks and seeking out adventure. I think
Yeah, no, for sure.
it
It resonated.
really
Yeah, it inspired
changed
you
my
more.
life in that way.
Yeah,
Yeah. Spider-Verse is an awesome
yeah,
movie. That's why it's number 6, on honorable mentions. But okay.
yeah.
So now we go to we'll call it the question of the day. I know we don't have any fans right now. Maybe this can get replaced with a fan segment.
Hey, anyone watching this who's already maybe a fan, dude, you're the goat.
Legend,
Okay.
legend, legend.
Hey, you're the OG, bro. Just wait.
Yep.
You
You're
are
gonna be
the
like
OG, dude.
you're gonna be able to say you're gonna be like, to all your friends, I put you onto these guys.
The heavy lore. I will say this will probably be the weakest episode of all time going
Yeah.
forward.
We're
Going
really trying
forward,
to
everything
figure out
will
the
continuously get
kinks.
better.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, because like right now, I guess it's just us getting our foot in the door, like making something and just talking and like kind of addressing the scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things are gonna get entertaining and fun. For
Yeah, I
sure.
think
We'll make it fun.
as we go and learn the ropes a little bit more on how it all works, we'll have higher
Yeah,
quality. This is just this is just something we can look back on, and be like, holy shit,
yeah,
remember when we were on Zoom and we had these shitty
yeah.
mics and the shitty camera.
Hey,
So
dude, I will still say confidently right now, this podcast episode right here is better than any Call Her Daddy podcast episode that's ever been put out there. I will say that right now. Fuck you, Call Her Daddy. Fuck that whole podcast. Fuck whatever that woman's name is who's in charge of it.
holy
Dog
shit.
shit podcast, dog shit content should not exist.
Holy shit.
Fuck you.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Moving on. Let's get to the question of the
Okay.
day. Bro, it took a
Let's get to the question of the day.
took a fucking hard left right there. All right,
Um,
let's get back on track.
okay, Call Her Daddy
No,
podcast been
call her
addressed.
daddy, bro. We gotta
No. We addressed it already. I said what I need to say about it.
we gotta go to
Okay, my question of the day
day.
for you. Let me get to it. I have it written down. So you want me to go first? This is not movie related, by the way, right? And by
Mine
the way, I
is
want to
not.
address that
Mine is
a lot
not.
of things going forward in the future. We will some not because a lot of it will be movies and TV shows, but a lot of things we'll talk about. We'll talk about things that aren't movies as well, like a lot of it. So
Yeah, we'll get into
okay,
life. Some life stuff.
okay, yeah. Am I going first?
Sure. Yeah. Ask me the question.
Okay. What has been your most embarrassing moment of 2026 so far? Is that able to be discussed on here?
Nah, it'd probably be at work, and I don't really want to talk about work on the podcast.
Yeah, okay then. Okay then don't. But have you told me?
Probably not. No, it's not even like
Now
that
I need to
bad. We can talk
now
about
I
it
need to
off
hear the
camera
story.
here. Maybe once, I get a little more
Okay. All
confident on
right.
camera, we could talk about it more, but I don't really want to talk about work in the first episode.
Okay, fine. Yeah, then don't, definitely don't. Okay, should I pick a new question or you just ask me
I'll ask
yours?
you and then you think of another one to ask me.
Okay.
So mine
Okay.
for you is what thing are you most excited about in the next 6 months
The
for
next six
for
months.
your personal life? You don't have to make it
Oof.
too personal, but just like if you want,
There's some details yes, I don't want to be
yeah,
thrown out yet.
you
But
don't,
okay. Definitely I don't this is not a specific thing, but I'm very happy that recently that I've starting like this, I guess is one of them, but just now that I'm like making maybe like stepping forward into the creative process of like writing things and making things, obviously I'm already we both are in the fitness space, and we help people, we get people in shape, and I love doing that. And I think that's something I always want to do to some degree, for sure, because I do genuinely love doing that. And I love fitness and bodybuilding and things like that. But I'm happy I'm getting into now this scene, and like I'm excited that I'm like creating things. So in the next 6 months, just creating more things, entertainment wise, in this field, in this kind of topic. So, okay, that was a good question. That's cool. Okay, a lot better. Now I'm off the rip here. I have to fucking that question was a good question, but it's again, there's specifics that I can't say yet.
No, yeah,
That I don't want to say
have to get all personal. Just
Yeah.
you gave a good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer. That was just
There's things that we're even doing that I don't think we want to even say.
No,
Yeah.
not yet. Not yet. We gotta, we have things we're working on in the background that we don't want to talk about quite yet.
Yeah,
And we're
for sure.
but it's yeah, that's good. It lets the people know, our one viewer, whoever, know a
Okay.
little bit more about you.
The one class viewer, honestly, dude, that's like I said, if we only had one viewer who every single day like turned this on their way to work or whatever, that would be worth it for me, and that would give like I would continue to do it, like just for that. That would be that's just awesome. Like that's just would be so awesome. Okay. All right, now I gotta come off the spot. Okay. You know what? Can I be boring and kind of copy that from you and ask you the
To ask
same?
me the same question. What am I most excited for?
Yeah, 6 months.
In the next 6 months, I'm excited to see, where all of the projects that we've been working on can go. Because
Yeah.
right now we're kind of at like the baby stages of a lot of the stuff we're working on. We have a lot of great ideas and even some that have been fleshed out. Um, but we're not, it's not like tangible quite yet of like where it can reach.
Which is how it happened. Which is how it is with everything.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to see where we are with all that. And then another thing would probably just be the the California, the whole thing, bro. The
Yeah, California thing, which we won't get into
we won't get into that,
because it's still
but
gate kept a little bit around here. But
yeah, the whole California thing, getting the band back together.
yeah,
And so um I'm excited about that, and but for sure the projects, just thinking of more ideas and where our projects can go, and all of the awesome stuff that we've already started working on. Just seeing how it evolves.
by the way, yeah, yeah, same. Yeah, dude. Period, brother. I just say period. That was
Period.
fuck.
You got to take back the call
Fuck
her
yeah.
daddy
You know what?
comment
I'm gonna
right
erase it,
now.
bro. Period, bro.
You got to
Period, bro.
take back the
Period, bro.
call her daddy comment right now.
I'm not taking back the Call Her Daddy comment, bro. I think I'm gonna stand by. I'm gonna stand by it, bro.
All
Period.
right, guys.
I think
Thank you
preach.
for
Hey, if anyone, shut up. I was gonna say one more thing. If anybody has anything cool, anyone watching this has anything cool that they would want to hear us talk about in the next episode, drop that shit in the comments for sure.
yeah, we
Because
definitely
then that
want
will be pretty cool.
we got into a little bit of our game, a game that we want to play, the one word game. I know we didn't do one word, but it's just a way to talk about more movies and stuff. If you guys, I know we're talking like we got a big audience here, but if anyone is seeing this and they are curious, they've seen other people do it, or they've thought of an idea themselves and they haven't seen it done yet, for some games or just some topics, entertainment related. It doesn't always even have to be movies and TV, but also like music. I know we both love music and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Yeah. Period.
once we, I please leave
What
your
was it?
fuck it, leave your
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you
comments.
off, bro. Yeah, drop that shit in the
Like this is
comments.
our closing.
If anyone watched this, by the way, if you're watching this and you watch this start to finish uninterrupted, you're the GOAT.
Yeah.
For real, bro.
Yeah, you have
You are the GOAT.
ascended past the
May
TikTok
may
brain.
all of your life dreams and aspirations come true. You're actually the GOAT if you actually did.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the next steps. I know we want to get into, we'll kind of talk about our plan and then we'll kind of close it up. But thank you guys for watching. But the plan
Yes.
for this podcast is we're really just
Everything will get
gonna
leveled up as time goes on.
yeah, we're gonna level up. We're gonna keep talking about movies, TV shows. I know we talked about a ton of movies in this one. We had some hot takes in there, the 2001: A Space Odyssey debate. Didn't get really that heated. I'm sure we'll
Oh,
have
do I
some
say my
more.
hot take? We'll get into this. We'll leave this as a cliffhanger for the next episode. Backrooms is a better movie than Star Wars: New Hope.
Hot take, bro.
We'll
Hot
leave
take.
that.
I'm
We'll
excited to
leave that
get
for the
into
next
that
one.
in the next episode. But next episode, I know we're gonna talk a lot more about, I think, TV shows.
Spider-Man and the Odyssey for sure that are coming up. Yep.
Okay, so
Will
Spider-Man.
we be able to do that? Because I know you're going out of town. Spider-Man comes out at the end of the month, 31st. Odyssey comes out like the 19th.
So if you want to record an episode tomorrow, I probably can.
We can try.
So, and we can do our Odyssey predictions, and then when I get back, we can do our Spider-Man predictions because I know
Okay, bet.
Odyssey comes out before. So yeah, we're gonna talk about TV shows. The next episode you guys probably see will be a mix of Odyssey trailer thoughts, predictions for the movie, Spider-Man,
Same with Spider-Man.
maybe a little bit of thoughts on Spider-Man. Probably not a ton. Um, our favorite TV shows of all time, and then will any
Maybe
new
some other life things going on.
yeah, will any new movies have come out by then? Beside and by the 15th of
Oh,
July.
Evil Dead, bro. Evil Dead. Evil Dead.
Okay.
The new
So
Evil
maybe
Dead.
some thoughts on Evil Dead.
Are you
Um,
wait? When are you? What day do you? Because it comes out the 10th. You're out of town on the 10th, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll go see it first then, and then
Okay.
I think you got to see it too, though. We'll
Okay.
go. We'll both. We'll both. We both should not, by the way, tell each other our scores or anything about if we liked it or not until we talk about it on an episode for sure.
Okay. Okay, bet. And then
Okay,
and
I'm
then
excited for that movie.
we're gonna try and upload once a week here. Um,
For
and
now, yeah.
for now, just keep it at that once a week. I know we talked for a long time today, probably like an hour and a half. They're
Yeah,
probably
dude.
they're probably gonna be
Longer than I thought anticipated.
hey, it's the pilot, bro. Everyone's gotta
Everyone's
we
got to
gotta
tune in.
we gotta get ourselves
Yeah.
out there. So thank you guys for watching. This has been the Heavy Lore Podcast. Signing out. Peace.
Later.